remain all the same. The knowledge, attitude, and practice towards chronic kidney disease among. You want to focus on your colleagues
It's okay.
among nurses or doctors?
No, let's say nurses.
Yes,
Because you see
nurses.
now, the doctors, like lecturers, you see now they'll also be busy and, you know, they
Yeah,
won't be willing.
that's why for interview you can just talk to your colleagues probably
Yes.
for half an hour.
Yeah.
You can get all the data, and
Yes.
you can say at a private hospital in South Africa or in Houghton.
Yeah.
Notice, I know if this is your title and the introduction, we can leave later because you got most of the content. The
Mm-hmm.
executive summary you will write at last from the introduction. This is good. And also just for in-text citation, if the citation is more than three authors, three and
Mm-hmm.
more than three, you use eta directly.
Okay.
If have one author, you use one and the surname and the year. If two is Purcell and debate 2020, and you just use the symbol, not the AND in brackets.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to keep the consistency of these.
Okay.
And then for basically for the introduction, what you need to do is you need to explain the
Mm-hmm.
chronic kidney disease, which you already have, and then you need to highlight the value of this, why the knowledge of nurse of why the knowledge, attitude, and practice of nurses towards
Mm-hmm.
chronic diseases, kidney disease are important. Do you have any
Okay.
idea why these are important?
You see now it is important for them to know because it's gonna help in the prevention, you know.
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, you see, you have the knowledge, you have practice towards the chronic kidney disease,
Mm-hmm.
and that the attitude also important because you see, in the end, it will
Mm-hmm.
affect patient satisfaction. It also affects patient's outcomes.
Correct.
Yes. So all these you can say. For example, I'm just going to give you a few keywords. I will send it back to you. Patient outcomes, patient satisfaction, etc. So you can have other reasons why the nurses' knowledge, attitude, and practice are important because especially the practice, they must perform properly in their behavior.
Correct.
Yes. So these you need to explain here. That's why I see from your title, you have two focus. One is this one.
Important.
Yes, these are important. Another keyword is the kidney diseases. There are two keywords. So firstly, explain what are chronic kidney diseases, why they are so
Mm.
important. You already have the information here, the prevalence, all these. For example, here you have all these already because it increased so significantly. That's why it's so important. And what you lack here is the attitude of nurses. So you need to add here the, the importance of these. No, no, your literature review. You don't delete all contents and you need to rephrase or reorganize it like to move some information up and down.
Okay.
So which means you still can use the content. That's why I said you have most of the content already. The literature review should come out of your title. The first is introduction to chronic kidney disease. So basically, it's similar to the introduction. Firstly, because for your study, you need to tell me what's this. You don't think your study is you they don't know what's kidney. Yeah, I lost you.
I'm here, Prof.
So I mean, from your title, firstly, you need to think about you write these, and 2 point will be the knowledge, attitude, and practices of nurses in chronic kidney disease. Okay. Challenges. For this study, what do you investigate? From if you investigate, what do you actually want to focus? Specific. I mean, you can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I lost you.
I lost you, Prof.
Okay.
Yeah, I
See,
think
online is affecting
you.
my internet though.
Yeah, I was trying to join with another gadget.
Second, I'm going to change. I just
I was I was trying to join with another gadget. I don't know.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you,
Yes,
Prof.
I see it's better now. Yes. And you still
Yeah.
can see the screen, right? Or not?
No, I can't see the screen. The screen is not there.
Okay, let me see. And how about now?
I can see the screen now.
Okay. So for the literature review, I mean, the subheadings should from your title, and you need to think that you're writing for a layman person. So which means for the first one, you need to explain what's chronic kidney disease, because as a reader, I may not know what's chronic kidney disease is.
Okay.
You need to introduce. When you introduce, you can introduce the definition. You can introduce, similar to before here,
Okay.
the introduction. The definition, the prevalence, the severity, the consequence of these. You actually tell me that chronic kidney disease is very important and very severe, can have all those consequences, including the financial burdens for the family, to the society, etc. You just want to highlight these. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second is, what's the challenge? Why you want to conduct this study? Because basically from your practice, you might see something or you want to change something. That's what made you to want to conduct the study. So what are the challenges?
Okay.
And then, especially from nurses' point of view, because your focus. The last one will be the importance of the knowledge, attitude, and practice of nurses it can be in the management of chronic kidney disease. Okay. So and then your current literature review, you already have knowledge, practice, attitude. You're going to read the content and see which one align with the subheading. And then for this session, probably you need 1.5 page. So which means under each subheading is about half page, half to 2/3 page.
Okay.
And that's sufficient. And you already have, I think these will help you to have 1 page. You need to write another half page. Then you're done with the literature review. Okay. The theoretical framework, you can use health beliefs model, and I can, let me see, show you. Yeah, you can use health beliefs model, and I can give you the contents, but you need to rephrase those to reduce plagiarism.
Okay.
Okay. And then for the problem statements, I think you also have, there you go, you also have here. But you just need to change the lectures.
Yeah, I have to focus on the nurses now.
And the research question still can be the same, just
Yeah,
change
it's
these.
just changing.
Yeah, and then you will go to the research question here and adjectives, and then go to the methodology. The methodology, that's something you need to change, and also we'll give you an example you can adapt from there. So basically, for each, I think you mix something here. For example, your study design. The study design is proposed research will be cross-sectional quantitative study. That's not sufficient.
Okay.
For study design, you need to tell me what's a study design, the definition, because I don't know what study design is. I don't understand study settings. You need to define those,
I
and
have
then
to
you need
design
to
first.
define, yes, and then you with reference. You need to tell me why you choose this study design. What's the value? So, for example, if you choose, let's say, because your study is going to be a case study, case, a qualitative case study design. What's this? And what the value of this design? Because you work at one private hospital and then you actually selecting this case from your hospital. That's only one case. So the value of this, because you can explore in depth, you can talk to your colleagues for long, and then you actually want the stuff there, so you know in detail. So this is the values of these. But this I also will give you example, but you just need to adapt from there as well.
Okay.
research setting, the research setting is same as what you are doing now. If you choose a private hospital, why you choose this hospital? This is the same question I asked you. Why you choose UJ staff? Why this hospital? Not other hospitals. And think about something.
Okay.
So they talk a little bit to choose your study setting, the hospital you are working in. Why you choose this one? Can you think about it?
Because accessibility.
That's important, yes. Because accessibility is one of the most important, because you can say you want to explore very valuable research setting or population, but you don't have access. You can't. So accessibility is very important. And also are you in the CKD department?
Yes, Prof.
Okay, great. And you also it's common, the disease is common in your departments. So firstly, it's common, it's unusual. You need to think about why this department is unusual, and you have the access to these. So this you already justify the research setting. That's why you choose this one. But I also can give you example when you work on these. The study population will be your staff, and then you can just explain how many staff you have. And then the sampling, you're going to use purposive sampling. So you're going to delete the entire session.
Okay.
Purposive sampling. Still need to define what's purposive sampling and why you want to use purposive sampling techniques. Purposive sampling techniques basically means I choose you on purpose. But why I want to choose you on purpose? Because I know you know more about the study. You're more knowledgeable. For example, if I ask you what's the challenges in the management or in the support of CKD patients, because you're more senior, you have more experience, you have more knowledge. So I want to interview you. That's why the purposive sampling. Also because the value of this is also because the purposive sampling, you may gain in-depth information from the participants. Okay, so and then for purpose sampling, for qualitative study, for case studies, someone will say if you interview 10 participants, that's more than enough. Because
Okay.
the end, when to stop interviewing or recruiting participants for qualitative study, you need to reach data saturation. Data saturation means people talking the same information again and again, the same story.
Oh, okay.
You interview the first participants, the second nurse, the third nurse, probably from the fourth or fifth nurse, they tell you repeating information. The first one or the second one already told you, so you don't get any further new information. Though you
Okay.
can stop. Yes. So which means for your sampling in the end, or your actual study in the end, although we write 10 here, you can have 5 or 6. No, you can justify it because when you interview the 6 and the 7, the information were all the same, was the same story they just keep telling. That's why you stop.
Okay.
Okay. So this purposive sampling. Then the inclusion criteria. Think about what should be your inclusion criteria.
Is the nurses working at Netcare St. Augustine's?
So you cannot identify you cannot reveal the hospital. So
Okay, it is at a university in KZN, at a private hospital in
hate
yeah.
them. Okay. So at the identified hospital. Okay. And is there anything else?
The I think that's it.
Do they need to be in your CKD department or not?
No,
Doesn't have
not.
to be.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I need to, to do the other department as well.
okay.
Yeah,
And they must be above the age of 18.
correct.
Okay. They must be willing to participate.
Correct.
So that's and then the exclusion criteria basically say no, then they don't meet. Okay. So for example, they're not willing to participate, they below the age of 18. So that's exclusion, just opposite.
Okay.
Data collection. Then you go back to here on the 7.4. Data collection, you can use semi-structured interviews only. So you don't need, or you can use these two field notes because these go simultaneously. You don't need to use focus group. Copy and paste here for you.
Okay.
Data collection, instruments, semi-structured interviews. Instruments, no. It's data collection. This one I also will send you. So I will give you one proposal, like approved proposal, so you can just see what you need.
Okay.
But you can't copy and paste just because of plagiarism. And then you need data analysis. Data analysis is here. You're going to use thematics. Data analysis.
Like this?
And this should be probably 5 to 6 lines, is sufficient. Okay. And the data management, ethical consideration, all these are standards, but yours is not sufficient. These few lines are not sufficient. I will give you example. You also, because this is standard, so you copy and paste, but just ensure the information is correct and also rephrase.
Okay.
And then the trustworthiness here is similar to your, so in qualitative study, we don't talk about reliability, validity. In qualitative study, we talk about trustworthiness, data
Okay.
collection. When I send you the document, you will see all these. And then notice, no, you done with your proposal.
Okay.
Okay, because I think where you need to work more is the literature review, because the literature review is like tailor-made for your study, and the rest are actually formatted. Everyone have the same, just different, just change to your context. And then from the document I send you, in the meantime, you need to go through the training. I can forward the email again. I actually sent to all of you. You need to have that training. It's the ethic training online. You need to have that, you need to have that certificate.
Okay.
And yeah, that basically. And then for the reference, you need to use the references. If you can, try to use the one after 2016. So which means 2016 to 2026. Don't
Within
use the
10
one
years.
too old within 10 years. Don't use too old ones. And also let's say, example here. This is correct. Surname, and journal must be electric. The first letter of each word must be capital.
Okay.
You need to keep everything the same. Okay. And then the appendix, you can use the same one. And then this, I think this should be your gatekeeper letter, right?
Yeah, it is the gatekeeper's.
Yes, for gatekeeper letter, you change to your hospital.
Okay.
And this one you don't need.
Okay, yeah, I'll remove it. The same.
Yes, and then but you need to have interview schedule. But you don't need to work on this. We can work on the second draft, because once you send me, then I will have some inputs, and then we can finalize these, because these just smaller item. Basically, for this, you need to write a few questions of what you're going to ask them.
Okay.
Instead of the questionnaire, that is a long questionnaire, you just ask them a few questions. You're going to ask them the attitudes, what do they do, the practice. You also need to think about the knowledge, attitude, and values or practice. What do you think? Because when you ask about, they see the practice here, what are you asking? You're asking the behavior, physical. If you ask them about their practice, what do you want to ask them?
Practice, like what they do, like to prevent, or their behaviors
Okay.
towards
Yeah,
kidney disease. Yeah.
that's great. You see now, exactly, you already have the interview questions, because your interview questions come out of here, come out of the title. And also, we can, you can leave the interview questions for now, because the interview questions also will be adjusted according to your theoretical framework. Once you read those, you will know more about it.
Okay.
But what can you do probably now? You can just work on the introduction, literature review, and methodology.
Okay.
Just the first part, and then once you're done, then you can send me. And then in the meantime, you can work on, if you can, just work on the ethical consideration, and then afterwards we can finalize.
Okay.
Do you have any pressure or not?
So far nothing, Prof.
Simple or not?
You see now, you see, this is the first meeting, but I gained something. You know, yeah, I gained a lot.
Yeah. And I see we are the 3rd of March. The next HDC meeting is on the 3rd of April. So if you can send me all these in, how long do you need? How busy are you at work?
We are busy, but I can try, because on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, I work half a day, so I can
That's
push.
great. That's
I
great.
can push, yeah.
Yeah, so what you can do, just try to push. If you can send me in 2 weeks, or just the quicker the better, then we can submit for DRC, and then you can aim for the 3rd of April for the HDC.
Okay.
Then we basically done. Basically you will have your letter probably in April as well.
Okay. I think let me see. I promise to, to push,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yes, because let me see the dates. The next one after this will be the 1st of May. So if you delay for these, because for HDC I can confirm the dates, but just for DRC, normally they take 1 week. I'm not quite sure the environmental health department how long they take, but they shouldn't take too long. So if we prepare 1 week for them, if we prepare 2 weeks for them, and then we are safe for April submission.
Okay, Prof.
I would say the master degree is not a difficult degree because you see, basically, if you're done with your proposal, you break down the proposal into different assignments and make it longer. That's your degree.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But I think it's hard work. You just need to spend time to read. But from your writing, I think your writing is not a big issue. So that's also your advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Prof.
You're welcome. And
Thank
let's
you.
keep the wheel start to run. If you have any questions in the meantime, just let me know. Don't sit in the corner, because if you stuck in one area, just let me know. Rather let me know instead of making you 1 or 2 weeks to clarify one concept.
That's fine, Prof.
It will be much easier.
Okay, Prof.
Okay.
I'll do that. Thank you so much, Prof.
You can. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.